There we go, man.
Meeting
So we
is
gonna get
being
this thing.
recorded.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna get this thing rocking and rolling. So welcome. Good morning, everybody. This is the Mr. DNGO show, and we got a special guest in the building. We got comedian Tristan Johnson in the building. Welcome, brother. How you doing today, man?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm feeling good. Feeling extra great.
Excellent, my brother. Excellent. I appreciate you so much for joining me today on the show. And man, I'm glad to have you on. This is a real special edition, and with the Mr. DNGO show. I don't know if you viewed the show before or heard the show, but I like to cultivate and bring up new talent, new artists, comedians, just people from all over the place in different genres and different fields, and I like to broadcast their talent on the show. So that's really what the Mr. DNGO show is about. Of course, I talk my shit regarding my, the world and events and things like that. But I also love to bring my listeners new talent from all over the country and all over the world. So we're just gonna get right into it, man. What got you into comedy, man? Let's start it off there. You're a comedian, so what got you into comedy, brother?
I'm the little brother. So I just always had to catch up with people that was older than me. And so when you see somebody younger catching up with adults, it sounds silly because they don't have the, life experience to really absorb all the stuff that they're saying and doing. So my family and everybody always thought I was funny.
Word.
But I'm just acting like them at 6 years old. I'm not funny. Y'all are bad people. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. So what exactly so you're the brother. So I fuck with that. So as far as how long have you been performing stand-up comedy?
I started comedy when I was 27 years old in 2009. That's 3 months after we got Barack Obama, a month before we lost Michael Jackson.
Oh shoot. Okay.
So 09 was right. That's where I was. So, I didn't get to tell no jokes of what if we had a black president, because as long as I've been doing comedy, we had a black president.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. 09 was a crazy ass year. That was my first year of college. I was actually in my college orientation when I found out the whole Michael Jackson news. We're all in between sessions for orientation. We're all just sitting outside and shit, and we're all just chilling. Some random ass white boy was like, "Holy shit, Michael Jackson's dead." We're all like, "What the fuck?" This shit was the craziest year ever. Oh my goodness. It was I remember that exact moment when I found out that news. That was indeed a crazy
I tried
year.
to perform that day. So I was only a comic when Michael Jackson died. I was only a comic for like a month. And I was at an open mic trying to perform. And I was like, and I thought I could push through. And I was like, I think I'm taking this harder than I thought I would.
Right.
I never thought of a world without Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
I was like, oh, he's not just a regular person to me. He's the most famous human who ever lived.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. That is very true, man. What is your what would you say your style of comedy is?
My style of comedy is around the way comedy. And now that I'm traveling more, I realize it's around my way. So, not every black person is a black person from East Oakland, California.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Now we are connected and we got some similar things, but I'm from around my way. So you get a good description of how it is to be a big California nigga,
Okay, so are you born and raised in California?
Well, I was born in Texas, but my dad was a truck driver, so I just was born in Texas. I never lived in Texas.
Okay.
So I'm just the East Oakland. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So your roots are California. You're born in Texas, but your roots are California.
Right. I probably I drove through California. I drove through Texas once as a truck driver because I became a truck driver. So.
Word. Okay. So that's what you do outside of comedy is truck driving?
Yeah, I haven't did it in a long time, but
Okay.
yeah, before comedy, I did it for about 10 years.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any like mentors or like, people that influenced you to get into comedy?
No, I didn't know comedy was a real thing until I went on a date at a comedy club and I was like, I'm better than them. And then I kept coming back. And then I realized how hard it is. This is a skill set.
Yes,
It's easy to make
absolutely.
people just like you laugh, but could
Right.
you make people that are not like you understand you enough to laugh?
Very true.
So it is a skill set. People think just be funny. Humor is a sense, and the skill set is to stimulate those senses in people that's not like you.
Mm, I like that. I like that. So do you think what would you say the most important skill is like when it comes down to, let's say, someone starting off in comedy? What would be like the key qualities or skills needed to excel in comedy?
Um, you have to be you got to be a supreme communicator. You got to know when you're communicating, even when you're not talking, because the punchline of a joke could be you looking away. But
Fair.
what does looking away in that perfect timing mean? You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? Even you
Okay.
asked me who was my mentors, and I evaded the whole damn question.
That's fair.
Y'all probably on the other side. He owe all them niggas money. No.
Nah,
So
you
it's the
good.
communication, and it's all about
Okay.
timing.
Got you.
It's
Got
about
you.
timing, and can you communicate what you say? As soon as I got into comedy, I had mentors, but I had no mentor to get me into comedy. Is once I started, of course, the BT Kingsleys, the Kirk McHenrys, the Daniel Dugars, a lot of people, those people that was up here in Sacramento, showed me the ropes, and then they took me to other places. They took me back to Oakland, and then some took me to LA, some took me
Right.
over. So yeah,
Okay.
so once I stepped on stage, I had mentors, but I had nobody saying, come on this side. You know what I mean?
I feel that. I feel that. Where do you get your material from, though?
Life.
Like,
Life. I'm
yes,
gonna have some material on you. But material doesn't mean I'm making fun of something. It just means
absolutely,
I experienced something.
absolutely, absolutely,
That's what people don't
absolutely.
understand. I could be around you, and I was like, man, you ever just hanged out with a rich ass nigga? You get what I'm saying? It doesn't be an insult. It's,
Right.
can I get on stage and tell them about an experience?
Got you. Got
A
you.
nigga that had the
Now,
hair that I wanted, or the hair that I used to have, now I can't enjoy the interview because this nigga got the hair. This nigga, he probably was asking the most perfect questions, but he asking a nigga that used to have hair. You know,
no,
so our interview would have started off bad already. You could have
nah,
ponytailed that
damn.
shit, put it in the back. You should have did some research. You were like, before I interview this nigga, did he used to be a Bone Thug in Harmony?
Oh shit! Talk about a phone thug of harmony. Damn,
And
man.
now, but that's
My bad, bro.
no, that's how life is. That's comedy. It's an experience.
Absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
an
Now,
experience.
what happens like on stage if they don't laugh?
That's an experience. And that could be hella funny to some people. And it's crazy. A lot of comics, they respect me and they appreciate that, because if a joke doesn't hit, that's what we doing today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Okay.
so y'all
Okay.
motherfuckers came out to not laugh at me? Like, who found out the kid wasn't theirs? Like, who
Absolutely.
alternator went out when the motherfucker on a
Right.
date right now, knowing his car ain't gonna start?
Damn.
So
Damn.
a nigga on a date right now just got a text message from his bank that he
Right.
got $13 left, and this bitch is going crazy on the drinks.
No, sir.
So if I'm not funny, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Got you. Gotcha.
And
Okay. Okay.
sometimes people could be like, damn, that is so real. I could look in the crowd and I was like, oh, I can see why you laughing. I wouldn't have wore this shirt either. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and that's
Okay.
how so comedy is more, it's two things. Comedy is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's therapy, because how am I going to take on this experience?
Okay. Okay.
And it
Now
don't
with
matter if
that,
you get bad luck. Bad luck could be great material.
right. Absolutely.
You could have
Absolutely.
fucked up your rent and you gotta move, and ain't nobody gonna help you, and it's sad, and it's stuff that make you want to punch the air like Trey on Boys in the Hood. But if you
That's
put
true.
it in material, as a man, you got to get past it anyway. So why
Absolutely.
not make fun of the guy that made that mistake, even if that guy is you?
I
You
like
think you're
that.
the
I
only
like
one that
that.
messed up your rent? The only one that
Shit,
messed up his job, the only one that messed up
man.
his relationship, the only one that
Right.
messed up his weight.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we
So
walk in material. It's just how you absorb life. Are you gonna cry about it,
absolutely.
or get a whole room to get a standing ovation?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Y'all love Bernie Mac because he got custody of his sister's kids. If that happened to you right now, you wouldn't have got no comedy out of it.
No. Well, no, you'd be
Yeah,
pissed. I'd be pissed off. I'm like, man.
yeah, you wouldn't have got no comedy out of it.
No, not at all. That's why that is hilarious.
That's how you know if you're a comedian or not.
Got you. Got
Yeah.
you. Like, how do you handle criticism and like, let's say hecklers, like when you're on stage?
Um, you got to take it in. Why is a motherfucker heckling you? Why did a motherfucker wait for you to come to his city to talk over your show? You get what I'm saying? And
I
you
do.
can make you're gonna make a story like that when you tell your friends. You could be like,
That's
oh
true.
man, at this job, this one supervisor be hating on me. He probably don't even get no bitches. He probably don't do this. You're gonna do that with your homeboys. I just do that
Absolutely.
in real time on the stage. And I'll be like, this nigga is heckling me because he's a failed drug dealer. So the most famous he
Gotcha.
can ever get is be the nigga with the new shoes at the age 40. I'm
Okay.
40 and I got better Jordans than everybody. You fucking should.
You should, right? That's
Yeah, if you ain't
absolutely.
got a house, if you ain't got a boat, if you ain't got cars, if you ain't got insurance, your kids ain't going to college, you should have some nice ass shoes.
That's true.
If you ain't got medical, you ain't got dental, you ain't going on vacations, your shoes should be fly as shit.
That's true. That's real shit. Oh man.
So
What is
that's
something like
comedy.
that? I feel it. I feel it. What are like some of the challenges that you faced in comedy? Like, is there one particular challenge that you have faced in comedy?
As I've grown, we live in a time where everybody's a star now. I'm talking about the average human has a podcast. The female has followers, got more followers than me, and she probably ain't even pretty in real life. But
Not at
somebody
all.
might want to see a thick ass chick whose one leg is thicker than the other. Now, a lot of guys is in her DM flirting, putting hearts on her picture. But when the last time you went to a nigga wedding and he had a bride with one thigh bigger than the other? So these bitches are they're only bad bitches in the internet world.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, people marry regular people. When you see those thick ass midgets on Instagram or the girls from Africa with all that ass,
Right.
in the
Right.
real world, when have you ever seen those women with a regular CEO or doctor, lawyer. You get what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
they come to my show and they feel like they're famous
Okay.
because they got all these people saying good morning to them every morning. So they'd be
Got you.
like, why should I respect somebody who has less followers than you? Because I don't get naked every morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you
So,
got people that got real talent or real money, the
right.
first thing people do with money is go on trips, go
That's
buy
true.
some art, go to a good concert. So once you get what you want, you're going to come back to me because I provide a good art form.
That's fair. Okay.
You
Okay.
get what I'm saying? Yeah, no matter how
Absolutely.
rich you are, you would go to a Sade concert. If you had all the money in the world, you would let Sade do her you let Erykah Badu do her thing and just sit back like a player.
That's fair. Why not? I mean,
Right?
yeah. If I happen to be there and be in the city, why not? I
Right?
feel you. I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. I feel you.
if you a ratchet dude, you just posting pistols on the internet, or you a girl, you just doing thirst traps.
Absolutely.
You trying to be better than Erykah Badu.
Right. So you brought up an interesting point about like the average person is like a star now,
Right.
or basically has a podcast now. Or
Right.
so what do you think about the current, the current issue right now in Hollywood with this whole writer strike and this whole, I guess independent, this big movement that's coming in right now with independent scripts now. So that's just, do you see this big trend in Hollywood and this big shift? Do you support this change that's literally happening, or are you with SAG and like are pushing against it? Are you supporting of the strike? Like, what are your thoughts as a comedian? Like, how do you feel about everything that's going on in Hollywood?
It's two sides. I'm an entertainer, so I understand the process of great art. But then I'm Black. So the gatekeepers of good art wasn't Black.
No.
Do you know a Black woman wrote what's the red pill, green pill? The Matrix.
The Matrix. I thought it was the Wachowski brothers.
A Black woman wrote
sisters.
The Matrix. A Black woman wrote Terminator. Do you know what the movie Terminator would have did for Black people? If the Terminator was Denzel Washington? How would the world feel about Black people? You get what I'm saying? So in this generation, the Terminator could be Denzel Washington. It could be Michael B. Jordan.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So I like that we get independent scripts, but then we're losing a lot of quality. I kind of don't want Tyler Perry making the Terminator.
No, God, no. Oh, man.
And I love Tyler Perry. I don't want him making the Terminator.
No, not at all. No. Okay.
You get what so you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
it is.
I want a level of quality.
Yeah.
I want the quality of the Terminator, the quality of Mission Impossible. But why can't that be Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan, the brother they sabotaging right now?
Oh, yeah.
So
it goes. Absolutely.
So we need, but that's the same thing in the streets. Back in the days, we had kingpins, drug dealers, and when we had one guy that was a boss in the streets, you couldn't be 15 years old shooting somebody over tennis shoes,
right?
Because you had to answer to somebody.
That's
now
true.
Everybody is their own boss. Now these dudes is shooting each other because they got more followers and views.
Absolutely.
These rappers are getting killed, and they're actually real nerds.
Yeah, that's real.
To make it in this rap business now, you have to be so good at social media and computers. You're a bona fide nerd. So how is a rapper dying every weekend when these are nerds?
That's because those nerds are slacking. Those nerds they lack the common sense to protect. If you're worth something, you got to protect it. They
Right.
fail to realize that. So that's how I feel about the whole, and I've talked about this on
Yeah,
my
I'm
show.
40 years old. It was a time where tough guys killed each other.
That's right. That's
Now
right.
we live in a time where nerds kill nerds. People are dying before their first honest fight.
That's fair. That's fair. You're right about that. And again, that's just come from people not protecting their investments, their wealth.
Right.
You're worth something, you get your damn bodyguard, man. You wearing $100,000 chain. Get a damn
I'm a
bodyguard.
happy person, but I have to make sure that I got a good relationship with every motorcycle club I go to.
Absolutely.
I don't want gang protection. I want motorcycle protection because I want protection from people 35 and up because they got a level of wisdom. I'm not checking in with a 25-year-old.
No. 100%.
I check in with a 35-year-old.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I check in with a Muslim. I check in with somebody who has lost something.
Absolutely. So, what's the craziest thing you've seen in like a club, like in a comedy club?
One time was at a touch of class, and a butch midget, like a lesbian butch midget.
I'm about to say a butch midget
over the bar naked and ran out the club.
What?
Right. She walked on the table and came back the next week like, ain't no, y'all bringing up old shit. That ain't gonna be old shit. I'm probably gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
What? Okay, but why though? Was there any reason for this?
She was arguing. She had a big ass girlfriend. She was a midget.
Okay, right.
She was the stud in the relationship,
which is wild, but okay.
And she had the film girl that was bigger than me, not acting right.
Okay.
So she took all her clothes off to get ready for a fight, and then when the fight didn't happen, she ran on the bar table and because it was like a U bar, and she ran around and she threw a tantrum.
That's fucking crazy. Wow. Okay. Well, that's random as fuck.
Right.
Random as fuck, but okay.
It's random as shit. We have the typical hecklers. I do a lot of hood shows. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. But I also do a lot of white shows. Some people will heckle you thinking they helping you.
Oh shit. Okay.
You say something, they be like, yeah, chicken crossed the road. I'm like, I didn't need you to do that. Thank you.
Right. Now, how often are you actually performing? Like, are you performing?
I perform
every week. Like, how often are you like keeping your craft?
No less than 4 days a week. On a weekend, I could do a church in the daytime and do a nightclub at nighttime. I could do a corporate gig in the daytime. You know what I mean? I'm a comedian. Like, that's all I do. So
that's very
versatile.
It's
an open mic. If it's this, I try not to do it as free as possible. But
I feel it. I go
to casinos. I do churches. I've done weddings. I've done funerals. I've done birthdays. I've done boat parties. I've done biker parties. I've done comedy sips and paints. I have done where they smoke and listen to us do comedy, and I don't even smoke weed. But I do comedy wherever I can. I do it in a park. I do it at a banquet. I will do it. I did it in people's houses if it's big enough. Backyard, garage.
Okay.
I do comedy.
I like that. See, that's a great fucking idea. I ain't never heard no comedy sipping smoke or sipping paint. That's fire.
Yeah. They smoking weed, painting, and I walk around making fun of their pictures.
That's wild. Comedy sipping paint sounds amazing.
Right. I host a lot of shows.
Yo, that's fire. I think I might have to throw something like that.
Yeah, I host a lot of shows. Like I
That's
got the show
hard. That is
Sacramento
hard.
Hot with the rappers.
Okay. Word. Okay. Okay.
So then I make fun of the rappers and I bring them out, kind of like how Drewski does,
Yeah.
have him a
Absolutely.
little.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I've been doing this for 15 years. I had a show in 2011 where I had the best in boy shorts. I would have girls get on stage in boy shorts.
Oh shit.
I've been
The
doing
best in
this
boy
for
shorts.
decades. I've been doing this.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So like,
we
what is?
we even had a sexy man contest. It was a bunch of
Oh
niggas.
shit.
It was some buff 50 Cent niggas. It was some Soldier Boy niggas too. It was so I would do one for the ladies and one for the
Right.
best in boy shorts. I would have
Right.
I would be like, this is the best 300-pound chick, the best 200-pound chick, the best 150-pound chick.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
What?
if I get to entertain, if I get a room full of people, we're gonna have a fucking good time.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
So
I can
don't
do it
really
at
matter the
churches
venue.
because I have quality content, so I don't have to always cuss.
Got you. Yeah, that's what was another question I was gonna ask because like I definitely saw a lot of the clips online with your, material. You performing in churches, you going to the club, and it's like you can literally bounce back from like being like that raunchy blue comedy to that reverse non-blue comedy in a church, which is wild. So I'm like, that's very talented, man, because that's usually very hard for a lot of comedians is to stick with one path or bounce back between the two. But your routine and your set, you can actually mix the two, which is really
It's
fire.
a skill set. You have to know well, first of all, to be a comedian, you have to know who you're talking to.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's 100%.
So churches is a different type of clean. It's not that I can't just cuss. I can't be at a church talking about I went on a date with this girl one night. I went on a date with this girl one night. One time I did a show at a church and the pastor, after the set, I was squeaky clean, standing ovation. The pastor came to me and said, "Hey, I noticed in your joke you're shacking up." I was like, that's what you heard from that?
Right.
So
that's all it takes.
So it's different. Clean doesn't just mean you're not cussing. It got to be church appropriate.
That's true.
Churches is full of fat people. So you think you're going to get away with a bunch of fat jokes? You think you're going to get a black church, a bunch of single mother jokes?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But it's a different clean. When it comes to black people
absolutely
go to church after they've been in prison, after they've been on drugs. So they want me to do clean church comedy in front of people that didn't have a clean life.
Right, which is wild.
And a lot of times, black people, when they get educated or they get a certain level of money, they don't go to church. So it's different levels of comedy. And that's a situation with me not cussing. When I do white shows, I'm not going to get on stage talking about how niggas don't read or niggas don't take care of their kids in front of a room full of white people.
No, right. Absolutely.
Why would I say nigga 1,000 times to people that can't say nigga?
That's true.
So I have to know who I'm talking to and how comfortable I am talking to them about a certain thing.
100%. 100%. That's what I'm talking about, brother. I appreciate that, and I definitely respect that response. Like, what do you got coming up next for, do you have any big projects coming up, that the world is going to be seeing? Like, anything that's going to be like, what do you got coming up next, man?
I'm about to get into I'm about to do a festival, the San Francisco International. Tony Baker won that one year.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of festivals with Tony Baker. I did the Bay Area Black and stuff like that. So the festivals is the way to go to get you linked up with certain agencies and stuff like that. Because once you stop just going from bar to bar doing comedy, you kind of need an agent and people to direct you in the right places.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I'm the king of the Chitlin circuit. But what brings people out, people want to see you on something.
That's true.
They want to see, but that goes two ways, because what is something in this world? It's no such thing as TV.
That's true.
Yeah,
That is
everybody
true.
was talking about they're bringing back Comic View. In the last 10 years, they brought out back Comic View 3 times and it didn't work. Comedy Central hasn't had a successful show in 10 years.
Not at all.
This
Nobody's
isn't
watching
19.
TV.
Yeah, this ain't the early 90s on Thursday you watch Martin and the Cosby Show.
Not at all. Not at all. Everything is streamed on their own time. So you got to have, it's really, that's what it is. The world is all about streaming now. So, you got to have that good, solid content that's just accessible.
So that's what brings us back to the question you asked about the Writers Guild and independent scripts and all these things. It's
absolutely.
Would you rather see DC Young Fly in his bathroom roasting somebody, or a whack ass show on Comedy Central?
That's
Would
true.
you rather see Desi Banks have you rolling in your cell phone whenever you want to watch him, or wait for Comedy Central to give you the new Keenan and Peele whack ass? You know what I mean? Now I love
once a
Peele,
week,
but I'm talking about the ones after them is the whack.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Comedy Central has been looking for the next star for the last 10 years and haven't pulled one out. So if they can't do it with all their resources, some people say if everybody got a chance, the cream will rise to the top. I don't know. I'm cream, but I'm not at the top yet.
That's right. That's right. It's all about
everybody that discovered me so far, and I might get discovered from being on here with you. So people are going to go follow me and be like, is he really all that he say that he is?
Absolutely.
And then I'll be performing a lot in your town, because that's how it is. As soon as the town loves, they book me for, it's 50 states. If I enjoy a weekend in each one of them, that's a year.
That's fire. And that's very much doable. Have you been to Chicago? Have you done a show out here yet?
I haven't did Chicago yet. I did Atlanta. I'm on my way to New York. Did Texas. Did Phoenix. Did I'm on my way to Louisiana. I did, of course, the Oregons, the Washingtons. Yeah. I opened up for Marvin Sapp at an Air Force base in Valdosta.
Oh shit! Okay, so we got to get you out here in Chicago, my brother. That's gonna be the next big skill. This is a huge market, man. I mean, any place to get discovered is here. You know, what
Chicago was like the Rucker. Like, you can't say you from Chicago and not bring it.
That's fair.
And that's why Chicago and Oakland, those are pimp towns where everybody in the city knows how to talk.
That's right.
You got Chicago, Oakland, Milwaukee, Cincinnati. Those are nigga towns where the coolest niggas on earth. Detroit.
Yes,
those
sir.
Type of black people that come from those places are special.
Absolutely. 100%.
They are special. So people in Oakland, when we hear Chicago, we be like, dang, so you talking about Bernie Mac, you talking about Deion Cole, you talking about Tony Baker, you talking about Corey Oakham. My homeboy just opened up for Corey Oakham out here.
Yes,
big light skin to do with the neck.
Yep. Okay.
No, shit. Ain't Niche? Ain't she from Chicago? Just Niche?
Oh, Just Niche? I think so. I'm not 100% on that one. But yeah, no. Chicago born and bred.
It don't end. We talking about Godfrey. We talking about Bernie.
We have a long list of comedians, bro, especially white boys too. Don't forget about the white boys.
Right.
Sam Bill Murray, he's funny, right? So we got a few guys out here, but yeah, man, Chicago, I think you would kill it out here. I will even find some venues for you, man, to if you want to take a trip out here for a weekend.
We're gonna go back into M's boxing. Yeah, I just come out there for a weekend, and all it takes is for me to hit a couple of open mics, and then people get me back. Yeah. Like as soon as I get my foot in the door, and it's the same way out here.
Right.
Get you out here and people be fighting to have you booked out here. DC is one of those good places too. When I do comedy, I want to go up against the beast. I don't want to just go to places and be the bully of Idaho.
Right. I
I
feel
want to
that.
go
I feel that.
be somewhere. Yeah, when you do it in Chicago, you have done it.
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, I definitely want to get I want to get that you really inspired me on that whole comedy sipping paint or smoking paint. I really want to get something like
We
that
can work
going, and
on
I
that. I'm pretty
definitely,
sure y'all got people out there
absolutely.
that rent
Oh no, I
tables and
do.
chairs,
I
somebody
have
with a microphone.
plenty of resources for that, man. So I already know that
Oh, see,
all I
we
gotta
gonna
do is
be
to start making
brothers.
some calls.
And I know
Absolutely.
everybody good out here to send out there. You know the brothers that's
Okay.
out there. I'm talking about
Absolutely.
Smitty B. He did the Bay Area
Okay.
Black. Smitty
Okay.
B did the what's his name? Not Melvin Phillips. I don't know. It's
Nah,
not
you
coming.
good. You good. You good. No, I'll definitely want to get a couple
No,
of.
my
I definitely want
Chicago
to get
people
you
are
out here.
special.
Yes, I want to get you out here for sure, and then I want to get that show. I want to definitely get an event like that going, and definitely have you come out for that. And then while you're out here, we will find some other shows for you to take advantage of your trip with. So, because I definitely think you have.
Now,
I love your sets,
yeah.
bro. The sets are pretty fucking funny, bro.
Now, is Chicago really like a Chief Keef video? Like I got to be in somebody's living room with my shirt off with pistols.
Hell nah.
I don't like taking my shirt off. Can I be the nigga with my shirt on?
That's funny as hell. Chicago ain't been related to that fool in damn near decades.
But that's the only. I ain't even been worried about getting shot in Chicago. I'm like, do I got to take my shirt off? Because
Oh hell nah, nah. You straight. You straight. You
If I
straight
can
out
wear
here,
a shirt,
man.
I'm gonna come.
We gonna take care of you, and you ain't got to worry about colors like you do out there. You know what I'm saying? You good. You good. We don't be tripping on none of that out here. So you straight. Oh yeah, man. I love Cali though, man. I always just had to watch what I was wearing out there. That's the only thing I hated. I
But
was like,
that's
bro,
just Southern Cal.
yeah, that's where I live.
Yeah,
I
it's
live
not
in
like that
San
in Oakland.
Diego, LA. Nah, okay, bet.
Yeah,
Bet,
see,
bet.
Oakland and Chicago is the same place. We're Black Panthers.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, so
That's
yeah,
what's up.
so we had
Okay,
Huey
okay.
Newton, y'all had Fred Hampton and stuff like that.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so Chicago and Oakland is the same place.
That's what's now. How do you feel about your Raiders, man? Being out there in Vegas. They just trying to I see Vegas trying to take all y'all shit out there. They trying to take the y'all A's. They took the Raiders away. Trying to with a baseball team that y'all might not want them because they are hot garbage. But how do you feel about Vegas is taking all y'all shit?
That's what happened in the Bay Area. Bay Area got the best weather in the planet.
Uh-huh.
It don't get colder than 60.
Right.
It will get warmer than 90.
So why leave?
Huh?
So why?
Because
so what?
Niggas can't afford it. So they kicked
That's fair.
Oakland is so gentrified that you thinking it's the Oakland that Tupac rapped about. No. It's gentrified. It's so hard for a Black person to live in Oakland. For you to be a Black person in Oakland, you have to be extremely poor or extremely rich.
Damn.
But if you got a job, you can't afford to live in Oakland. There ain't no such thing as a job that Oakland could provide.
Really? It's that bad out there? Interesting.
So everybody from Oakland, if you go to Vegas,
yeah,
it's nothing but Oakland people down there.
That makes sense.
So the Oakland people moved down to Vegas in Atlanta in Texas 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So how can we cry about
so they was good.
our football team leaving Oakland when our family left Oakland?
That's fair. That's fair. That's real. I like that.
Yeah, if I go to Oakland right now, if I go to Vegas right now, I'll be down there with a bunch of Oakland cats.
That's fair. And I'm definitely down. I'm going down to catch a Raiders game this year, man. So I'm actually very excited to be my first one.
But you go down to Vegas, there's a lot of Chicago cats down there.
That's true. That's true.
You got Skills Hudson down there. You got whenever I talk to somebody in Vegas, they be like, I'm from the crib. That's what y'all call it. The crib.
Yeah. Yeah, the crib. Yeah, that's the crib.
Yeah.
That's you stupid. That's the crib. Hell no. Like I said, no, I definitely I appreciate that, man. How do the people how can the people find you, man? Like what give me the social handles Websites if you have them, just whatever. How can people?
I'm everything Tristan Funny. Tristan Funny. Tristan Funny on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm always posting something on YouTube, always posting something on Instagram to get them to go to YouTube. TikTok,
Facts.
Tristan Funny. The money is on YouTube. Yeah.
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
Money is definitely on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
You real. That's real. That's real. Well, dang, man. Well, Tristan, I appreciate you so much for taking some time and speaking with me, man. Again, you are a funny motherfucker. This is definitely very enjoyable. I'm sure when I recap and look over this video, I'll be like, this motherfucker didn't answer that one damn question straight.
Right.
But that's what's up, man. That's what I love, and that's what I appreciate about meeting different people. And I'm sure we are going to be meeting each other very soon because I definitely need you to come out here in Chicago. You will kill it. We're definitely
Yeah, man. We'll set
comedy,
up some
sip and
dates.
paint and smoke on and popping. Absolutely, 100%, man. Thank you. And then what's the for all my people, because we got people listening all over the fucking country. So what is the next show date that people can find you out there in Oakland?
Out in Oakland, I'll be performing at Lewis's Belts room. He's blowing up from the Bay Area. Lewis Belt, Sonny Bo, and stuff like that. I'll be performing at his room on August the 18th. I will be headlining his room, the Lou Do Too Much show, and that's probably the biggest comedy show going on in the Bay Area right now.
Nice. Okay, August 18th coming up. Okay, and I'm sure that's going to be on the page. So everybody, y'all make sure y'all go follow Tristan Funny on all social media platforms. And man, again, thank you so much, Tristan, for joining me today on the Mr. DNGO Show. It's Heart of the Streets Radio. It's been a great time, man. I really appreciate you, brother. You stay blessed, and I appreciate you.
All right.
Take it easy, my brother.
All right.